Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't fault him for staying to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. They were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat.
Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis have a cold face-to-face meeting finally after all the back and forth. What's your thoughts on this? Drop a comment.
At a press meeting, Gervonta Davis calls out Floyd Mayweather, challenging his former coach to a fight, demanding the big showdown fans have been eagerly anticipating.
Sorry, aggressive trying to get on him, so he called me a shot.
Was you hurt though? Was you like?
Hell no. I jumped on him. You know what I mean? I jumped on him. He was grabbing me from there. We ain't want no smoke from there.
Yeah. A lot of people online,
Matter of fact, take that back. I want him catching his ass. That's when he started grabbing me.
Okay, wait,
yeah.
Is that what you showed him on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got clips, but I don't want to make the fight.
Yeah, got you. All right, for sure. Listen, this one is definitely an interesting one because a lot of people, when you're great, you get criticism. Some people say, yo, this is the first time he fighting a black fighter in this style. What do you think like as far as, do you do anything different or is the same shit, same walk in the park?
It depends on what's coming, you know what I mean? So
Floyd Mayweather has often praised Shaka Stevenson, stating he believes Stevenson is superior to Tank Davis in the 135-pound lightweight class. This comparison has sparked debate within the boxing community, as both fighters have displayed exceptional skill and potential. While Mayweather's comments may have been intended to motivate Davis, they've also added a layer of rivalry between the two young boxers, intensifying the ongoing discussion.
You think about the fighters who are fighting now. Can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? The lightweight, who you would put where?
Well, you got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
Tank Davis opened up about his relationship with Floyd Mayweather, expressing how people often offer opportunities, but only for their own benefit. He explained that once you're no longer useful to them, they push you aside. Davis shared that he once looked up to certain individuals, but after getting close, he was disappointed to find they weren't who they claimed to be. This led him to trust his own judgment and take control of his career. He also mentioned how Mayweather put him in a difficult, lose-lose situation, yet he still managed to come out victorious.
They're on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose. But
You talking about a boxing match or?
yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight. So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're like, sit sitting on a show. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game.
Shane Mosley believes it's now Tank Davis's time to shine, stating that Floyd Mayweather's era has passed. He emphasized that boxing continues to evolve, with Davis proving himself as the new face of the sport through his power, skill, and dominance in the ring.
Same thing maybe because, he's too close to Floyd. Floyd's like, no, I'm the best. No, now it's no longer Floyd's time. It's Tank's time now. He's the best. He's done well. He's powerful. He's all this. You gotta take a step back a little bit. But with Floyd, I don't know if he knows how to do that. I already got people on Instagram saying, "Why you hate Floyd so much? Why you hate Floyd?" I don't hate Floyd. The whole family. I'm cool with the whole family. Well, I was cool with Roger, Jeff, his father, his mother, his sisters, all of them. Like we could hang out, everything. So it's like I'm not hating on Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it a buck, 100 of how I really feel, but maybe it comes off that way sometimes. But no, I don't hate Floyd. I'm happy for Floyd. He's accomplished so much, and he believed in himself to accomplish all these different things, to be great, to dare to be great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of him. I'm proud that the brother, went all the way to the top of the mountain and won. But now, Floyd, it's time for somebody else to win. You won.
Gervonta Davis decided to part ways with Mayweather Promotions to take control of his own career. He expressed the need to handle his duties and goals independently, stating it was time to ride his bike without training wheels. This decision marked Davis's shift from being a protege under Mayweather's mentorship to becoming a self-reliant figure in the boxing world, signaling his transition to greater autonomy and leadership in his career.
Gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about this. Becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priorities. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
So this is your last fight with Mayweather Promotions?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? I know Floyd had responded. He said, "I've always loved Tank. I look at him as a son. He's got to do what's best for him. I feel like I've done a good job with him thus far, building him, putting him in good fights, great fights. He's steady growing, he's steady learning, but I'm proud of it." What do you think of his response?
I feel as though the feelings is mutual. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad against. I have bad blood with Mayweather Promotions. I'm definitely appreciative that what they've done for me over the years. And, there's no love lost. You know what I mean? It's just time for me to grow up and be my own man.
There are a number of people who would say, I think that they've somewhat coddled him and protected him from bigger fights. What do you think about that?
I don't think so. Because it's like, who fighting each other? It ain't like I'm just the only one not fighting nobody. Y'all not fighting nobody either. They wanna rush into I don't know.
The relationship between Mayweather and Davis grew strained, with reports suggesting Mayweather's mentorship was disrespectful and controlling. Davis felt undermined, viewing Mayweather's actions as a display of power rather than authentic guidance. Boxing expert SAZ, the adult, weighed in on the hypothetical fight between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis at 135 ounces. He argued that Despite Davis's impressive skills, Mayweather's experience, resilience, and superior boxing IQ would give him the advantage in such a matchup. This insight adds further depth to the ongoing discussions within the boxing community about how a fight between the mentor and his former student might unfold. The speculation continues to fuel debates over whether Davis could overcome Mayweather's seasoned strategy or if experience would ultimately prevail.
Because both of them got great IQ, speed, stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you this, though. Floyd wins. Let me tell you why. Floyd got a great ass chin. Floyd is a killer, and he may be twice the speed of Tank. People forget how fast Floyd was. Floyd hand speed will rival Sugar Ray Leonard. Remember Pretty Boy? How he'll be like, his arms will be out here, and he'll be just depending on his reflexes. And bam, bam. Yo, I thought about that 2 weeks ago, and I was watching Tank, and I looked at Floyd, and I said, Floyd will beat me.
When asked about future opponents, Gervonta Davis openly expressed his interest in fighting Floyd Mayweather. He admitted that facing Mayweather would be his toughest challenge yet, emphasizing the respect he still has for his former mentor's skills. Davis's statement highlights both his confidence in his own abilities and his willingness to test himself against the best in the sport, even if it means going up against someone who once guided his career. This marks a bold assertion of Davis's desire to prove himself, not just as a fighter, but as someone capable of surpassing his previous mentor.
In action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about in those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Devin Haney.
Yep.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence.
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. 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 September. November.
Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think is the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Gervonta Davis has consistently shown confidence in his skills, claiming he can compete with and defeat anyone in the ring, including Floyd Mayweather. His self-assurance reflects his trust in his training, experience, and natural talent, establishing him as a formidable contender in the boxing world.
Would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in his prime, if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him. I won't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying like I feel as though my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever laced up a boxing glove.
You're crazy to watch, bro. Like,
yeah.
You hit like a fucking train.
Floyd Mayweather, celebrated as a legendary pound-for-pound king, faces age-related discussions regarding potential comebacks.
Question continues to get raised. What if Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no losses, no draws, 28 wins by way of knockout, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, faced off against legendary, iconic, retired Hall of Fame superstar boxer, 5-division world champion, pound-for-pound former king, pay-per-view king, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is also Gervonta Tank Davis's mentor. Floyd Mayweather retired, 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. But he's 47 years of age. But he is 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. Orthodox fighter who at times would give you looks at southpaw. Gervonta Tank Davis is a natural southpaw. What if 47-year-old Floyd...
In 2015, former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson publicly criticized Floyd Mayweather, calling him delusional for claiming superiority over Muhammad Ali. Tyson expressed his disapproval, stating that Mayweather's self-assessment was misguided and disrespected boxing legends. This critique emphasized the tension between Mayweather and other boxing greats who questioned his self-proclaimed status as the best ever.
About Floyd talking about greater than Ali. He's very delusional. He can't listen. If he was anywhere near that realm of greater than Ali, he'd be able to take his kids to school by himself. Okay, he can't take his kid to school by himself. And he talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
Floyd Mayweather has dedicated much of his post-retirement life to mentoring young fighters, including Gervonta Davis, sharing his extensive knowledge and experience. However, a major point of contention arose when Mayweather offered training and advice to fighters scheduled to face Davis, causing tension between the mentor and his former protege. In response to the betrayal, Floyd Mayweather addressed the tension, stating his intention was to offer advice to all young fighters, not just Gervonta Davis. He emphasized his desire for every fighter to achieve financial success and longevity in their careers.
Say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters, I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Brother, it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes. We need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make.
The situation escalated when Mayweather was seen advising Frank Martin, an upcoming opponent of Gervonta Davis. Mayweather shared strategies with Martin, which Davis viewed as a direct affront to their mentor-protege relationship, intensifying the tension between them.
Talking about doing the pad work with Floyd, right? And he said, you got the speed and the power to be a world champ. What did that do for your confidence? Because you hearing that from, you can hear that from anybody, but Floyd is Floyd, you know what I'm saying? So what did that do for your confidence?
It was just motivation, you know, because at that time too, man, I wasn't even like IQ wise, you know. I ain't had that IQ that I got now, you know what I mean? So at that point, I was just really going off natural athleticism. So for him to tell me at that time, you know, I just got to getting deeper in my bag, trying to understand the game.
Did it make you go like that much harder, or were you already training hard to even be in the gym before you was already training hard?
Yeah, I always been like a workhorse, you know.
And anything you did?
I wasn't, like, in the beginning, like wrestling and football, like it was kind of more like, just I was gifted, you know what I mean? So I kind of used to half-ass that a little bit, you know, but boxing, you can't half-ass boxing. You gotta, if you do, you ain't gonna get to where you need to get to.
Yeah, the thing about boxing too is like, it's not like basketball where you gotta depend on people. It's not like football. Like the work that you put in reflects directly with your results.
For sure.
So like, even when we came in here and I see you dripping sweat and I see you on the pad, I'm like, he's putting in that work. Like people don't even know the amount of hours that y'all put into this.
It's all on you.
Yeah.
We ain't got no backup. We got a bad day, whatever. We ain't got nobody to come.
Gervonta Davis felt deeply hurt by these events and publicly declared that he no longer wanted any association with Floyd Mayweather. This emotional reaction emphasized the personal impact of their professional disagreements and underscored Davis's commitment to forging his own path, independent of his former mentor.
I told Frank that I was running at 5 o'clock from 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because
he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Calvin Ford, Gervonta Davis's longtime trainer, weighed in on the disagreement, criticizing Mayweather's controlling approach. Ford stated that Mayweather should have supported Davis's desire for independence and been proud of his accomplishments. Instead, the controlling dynamics created tension, leading to a fractured relationship.
I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we saying what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to rebuild itself. You know, but again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Left barber him. It's not good it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own.
Since leaving Mayweather Promotions, Gervonta Davis has achieved remarkable success, earning widespread respect for his skills and accomplishments in the ring. His decision to take control of his career has paid off, enabling him to secure major fights and establish himself as one of boxing's top stars. No longer overshadowed by Floyd Mayweather, Davis has built his own legacy, proving that his talent stands on its own. Fans now recognize him for his knockout power, speed, and resilience, rather than simply being a product of Mayweather Promotions. His success since parting ways with Mayweather has solidified his place in boxing history, demonstrating that breaking away was the right move for both his personal and business growth.